Okay, today I'm making orange date cake, which is our Christmas cake, and in our opinion is the answer to the great fruit cake debate. People either love fruit cake or they hate it. I hate it. And it's expensive to make. It's just not everybody's cup of tea. Nobody I've ever given one of these cakes to doesn't like it. You don't have the citron and all those things in here. You're using orange sliced candy and dates as your fruit pieces. Okay, so this is, I left a little bit batter to show it to you. This is makes 3 cakes. This is a cake that our adopted grandma, Marie, used to make and taught us how to make. So there's a cup of softened butter or margarine, 2 cups of sugar, cream that together, mix in 4 eggs, dissolve a teaspoon of baking soda in a cup of buttermilk, or I use yogurt. So then you cut up your orange sliced candies in little pieces, cut up your dates in little pieces. If you get the pre-cut dates, it's a lot easier on you. Then you're going to measure out 3.5 cups of flour and put your candy in there and your nuts. You also 2 cups of nuts chopped up if you want them. So you put that into the flour and stir it around in there until all the pieces are coated and separated to make sure you're not going to have big hunks of candy clinging together in there. So 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You have a pound of dates, fine chopped, a pound of orange slices cut fine, 1/2 cup to a cup of sweetened flaked coconut, a teaspoon of vanilla. So you get this all mixed up, and you're gonna butter and flour 3 loaf pans, and this makes a really low cake. It's not a really tall cake. But this is like, it takes a long time to bake, okay? So you're going to have your oven at 250 degrees. Don't even start testing it until 1 hour and 45 minutes in there. But it may take as much as 2.5 hours. So, then you're going to take it out and cool it. You want it a little bit warm still so that it'll accept your glaze. So here's what the cake looks like when it comes out of the oven. So it's got an orange glaze in it. You're gonna have 2 cups of powdered sugar and 1/2 cup of frozen orange juice concentrate. Don't make up the orange juice. You're gonna use it full strength right out of the frozen can. I actually thawed mine out a little bit, which I normally don't do, but hopefully it's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna mix my powdered sugar in here. This is really, really good. You can really use any kind of fruit you want to in this. I've used other dried fruits instead of orange sliced candy. One time I used like candied cherries or something like that. So you can put different things in it. It's just basically the main reason people hate fruitcake is because it's got some of those bitter candied fruits in it, you know, that aren't for everybody. I'm going to get a whisk here because this is kind of turning out a little bit lumpy. I should have done it the way I normally do it. Would have perhaps been better. Yeah, I actually put these in the freezer. Normally I make more than 1 batch, and it's too much cake to eat at once. So we put them in the freezer, and we take one out once in a while. But actually, we all like it sort of partially frozen. It's really, really good that way. Okay. I'm just going to turn this a little bit. This is a mess when you go to do this, okay? When you're glazing it, you're going to get it everywhere. So put down some parchment. Even doing it on a cookie sheet was better. I used to unfold paper bags and do it on a paper bag. So you're just going to start spooning it on there and spreading it. Make sure you get to all the corners. And then start letting it kind of, I'll show you. Let it start kind of dripping and drizzling over the side. It's okay to kind of spread it a little too, but make sure you get the ends. You're trying to coat everything but the bottom, essentially. And after it starts to dry a bit, I'll even kind of start scooping this up. And this is a real hit with everybody in our family and any of our friends who've ever gotten one from me. It's just really, really tasty and rich. And if you want, it makes a super rich Christmas morning breakfast. Here it is. Orange date cake. The answer to the fruitcake debate.